How's it going, you beautiful people?
We are the TRUET.
My name is
and
Zach.
welcome back.
Well,
My name's Mark. Thanks, guys.
I'm good.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
We're doing
Folklore
it.
reaction.
How long has it been?
Can we actually look and see how long
Yeah.
it's been? It's been
Too
really long.
Too long. But what do I gotta go like YouTube?
I opened my bank account for some reason.
Thoughts? So the last video that we posted was Tortured Poets Department, the Anthology Part 2, which was 3 months ago. Oh!
Really good way
On
to
May
pause.
13th, 2024.
The fucking
Can you screenshot
description
this?
being thanks for staying patient.
Thanks for staying patient.
Thanks for staying patient.
Because that was
guys.
the ultimate test. We're like, okay, we can disappear for a couple months and then come back.
Yeah.
Guys, today we are listening to Folklore.
Part of it.
Part of it. We keep touching
I'm
beat.
sorry.
The highly requested video reaction
Do you still have the poll?
video. I do have the poll
My
somewhere.
splitter fell out.
Oh man.
Can we start over?
No. Is it one of these?
It's gonna be May 3rd, I would assume.
400 responses.
That's actually crazy.
Folklore.
Folklore by
I'll put a screenshot right on Mark's face. Folklore, as you can see, has 44% of the vote.
It's a lot.
It was kind of a landslide. We'll see what we do. But Folklore is definitely what we're listening to now. We're really excited about it. A lot of people in the comments have been saying, specifically to Dan, if
very
you like
excited.
the little artifacts that you heard in, what was it, Tortured Poets and all that, you're going to love Folklore.
I know one song off of this, and it's probably my favorite Taylor Swift song.
There's a
what
lot
song
of
do you know?
great songs.
Cardigan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying it, so I didn't have to think about it.
You're
because
welcome.
I totally would have said the wrong thing.
Yeah, I figured you would have.
It's one of those ones where when it came out in 2020,
Yep.
right?
Wow.
We were in the pandemic, and it was like, wow, we're getting a Taylor Swift album. Ended up getting 2. But just super exciting. And from the songs that I've heard on this album, I don't want to say anything yet, but probably my favorite Taylor Swift album.
That makes sense for both of you.
Again, like, there's a lot of songs in here that we have heard before, but a lot of this is going back and, like, just listening to all the intricacies. All right, guys. Let's go back into this world.
Mario?
Yeah! Edit us flying up into the
Mark
ceiling.
just held my hand a little bit too long.
Here we go, guys. Track number 1 is The One.
I think that's on purpose.
Mayhaps.
Start over. I was like, is our internet fucked
Could you
up
not
or
hear it?
something? No, I'm unplugged.
That's so
Fake.
good.
Okay, we're good. Sorry about that.
It's like really quiet intro.
The way that you guys were just kind of like bobbing your heads to silence was crazy for me. Okay, we can. Sorry.
I think she did.
You like that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing good, I'm on some new shit. Been saying yes instead of no. I thought I saw you at the bus stop, I didn't though. I guess you never know, never know. And if you wanted me, you really should have showed. If you would have been the one.
What album came right before this? Lover?
Lover, yeah.
Crazy switch up.
I haven't listened to Lover at all, really. It feels like, yeah, such a departure.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, like, how much of this was made during the pandemic?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she wrote it all during the pandemic. I don't know. To
It
be
feels
honest.
like it, because it was such a weird time in the world. Everyone was just kind of sitting at home being somber by themselves.
It was definitely mostly written in the pandemic, if
Yeah.
not all of it.
And it came out that same year, which is insane.
It came out in July or
Insane.
June of 2020.
Wow, she went crazy.
Feels like such a midpoint to her career of transitioning from, like, this... Well, I guess not even, because 1989 and all that stuff was before this.
Yep.
To strip back to, like, this folky, no pun intended,
Yeah.
obviously, acoustic, simplified, like, production. It's so, like, refreshing to hear, and it kind of showcases, like, her lyrical genius.
Oh yeah, this is all lyrics on this album are like
a gift.
Also, the song's in C major.
I had this dream. We never painted by the numbers, baby, but we were making it count. You know greatest loves of all time are over now.
I love that third harmony.
It's another day waking up alone. But we were something, don't you think so? Roaring 20s, tossing pennies in the pool.
The phrasing here is
And
really
our wishes
Yeah.
came
Yep.
true.
That swing.
It would have been you. I persist and resist the temptation to ask you if one thing had been different. Would everything be different today? In my defense, I have none for digging up the grave another time. But it would have been fun if you would have been the one.
It was really subtle, but it was really, like, it moved forward. Like, the drums were so in the background, I didn't
Yeah.
notice them until the end, but it, like, helped move it forward. I think it's a great intro song. I'm a big
Agreed.
fan of intro songs on things. It feels like when I write music, I can only write intro songs. It's just, like, kind of like a mellow, laid-back vibe, especially for an album like this. I love the way that it kind of, like, eases you in.
It does set it up really well. This is probably, like, I don't want to say the most upbeat song on this album, but it's definitely, like, the most, like, pop influence on the
Yeah.
album, minus maybe Cardigan. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, first song is such a detrimental decision to make too, because it really like makes or, well, I shouldn't say that, shouldn't make or break an album, but like if you are someone that does listen to an album in order, which nowadays you really should, in my opinion, it's so important that like the first song hits everything that you want it to hit to kind of like foreshadow everything else.
Yeah, it's your thesis.
Exactly. Track number 2 is
Cardigan.
We should have been
1.4.
wearing cardigans.
I'll go put on cardigans right now.
We really should have. Why didn't we do that?
It is the beginning of September
Yeah, it's,
and really warm. Really warm. Kind of crazy that we didn't do a single like summer video.
Yeah, we were never home.
Yeah, can
It's
we
true.
talk about the things
Yeah.
that have happened over the
Wow.
past 3 months?
We
Yeah.
should. Sure.
What
We should.
happened
A lot of
in
stuff
the last
happened.
4 months with
A
all
lot
of you?
We were gonna make a like what's been going on video, I guess,
Yeah.
but I guess this is kind of part of it too. We've all been wicked busy. Wow, I was only a month into like my unnamed job when we filmed Torture Pose Department. It has kind of
Yeah, that is
consumed
crazy.
my life.
What day was that?
I don't know, go back.
May 13th.
May 13th.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
you were a month in. You weren't even working
That
at
was
your
a month
unnamed
before
job.
I started my new unnamed job,
And it was-
which has also kind of consumed my life.
It was a month into me being self-employed.
Yeah.
So we've all had some pretty big changes.
Yeah.
And it's all about kind of like figuring out the balance in life. We do have some good news, which I guess we haven't really announced. We have renewed the lease to this house,
We're so back, baby.
which
we are
means
so back.
that we will have another year,
Another 11 months.
another trip around the sun, to try to get back into kind of posting this stuff. I genuinely did miss this, and I
Me
know
I
too.
did too.
all of our lives have kind of just went crazy, but I do enjoy this time. We honestly don't get a lot of quality time with each other.
Yeah. The only
So-
time we like really see each other at this point is like after 11:30 at night. And
Yep.
Yeah.
And we walk in and go, "Do you guys want to record a video?" And then Zach looks at us with the death in his eyes.
Last
goes
night-
upstairs, shuts his door, and goes to bed.
It's true. I need my sleep. But this was definitely like like the videos was such a great bonding thing for us. And I
Yeah.
think it really kind of like accelerated the connection that the three of us have had.
Yeah,
And
vibes have been
also-
off lately.
It's true.
The vibe has been insane in this house.
Dan released some music. I released some music. Mark's been doing some crazy stuff.
Mark is a professional musician now.
A professional
Uh,
musician.
Does it not feel good to hear it out
Can I
loud?
listen to Cardigan?
We'll continue to kind of like...
Sprinkle in some fun facts.
Some lore.
Yep. Track number 2 is Cardigan by Taylor Swift off the Folklore album.
You turn it up a little bit.
Yeah. Here, I'll do this. Is that good?
Vintage tea, brand new phone, high heels on, cobblestones.
The way that, like, it sounds like someone is walking in the background with heels on, like,
Yeah.
on cobblestone.
Yeah.
You are young, they
Sets it up right
assume
away.
you know nothing.
Oh, it's textures. Crap. I probably shouldn't do this.
A few moments later.
All right. Sorry about that, everyone.
Remember when we talked about our new jobs?
Ugh.
Uh,
Duty calls.
Dude.
Black lipstick, sensual politics. When you are young, they assume you know nothing.
I love this chorus.
But I knew you, dancing in your Levi's, drunk under a street light. I knew you, hand under my sweatshirt, baby, kiss it better.
God, the vocal layering on this album is
I felt like I
perfection.
was a friend to all, is a friend to none. Chase two girls.
Never noticed all the
lose
textures.
one. When you are young, they assume you know nothing. And hide and seek and giving me a weekend's eye.
Once we're done with this album, or once we're done with all the Taylor albums, I guess, we should we should do the Long Pond sessions. of
Yeah.
This.
Yeah, I'm very down with that.
Very
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
That's gonna be cool.
Also, I love the line playing hide and seek and giving me your weekends. Like the rhythmic bounce of that, I'm obsessed with.
She's really good. I feel like I talk about this all the time. She's really good at like phrasing things that keeps the song moving forwards.
Yeah.
Like playing hide and seek and giving me your weekends.
Yeah.
Like it phrases in a way that makes it feel like it's going.
She uses like
Going
really
somewhere.
interesting rhyme schemes that you like. They're not like common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the rhyme kind of happens like in the middle of the line sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's great. That's what keeps it moving, I think.
I knew you, your heartbeat on the high line, once in 20 lifetimes. And when I felt like I was an old cardigan, your favorite.
Never noticed those strings.
Oh yeah.
To kiss in cars and downtown bars was all we needed.
That sound.
I love it.
You drew stars around my scars, but now I'm bleeding.
There's this like 808 snare in the back.
'Cause I knew
It shouldn't work, but it does.
Stepping on the last train marked me like a bloodstain. I knew you tried to change the ending. Peter losing Wendy. I'm
Jesus
like
Christ.
water, and when you are
No.
young, they assume
My glasses
you
just
know
aren't fitting on my
nothing.
face.
But I knew you'd linger like a tattoo kiss. I knew you'd haunt all over my what-ifs. I knew I'd curse you for the longest time. Chasing shadows in the grocery line and in my front porch lot. And I knew you'd come back to me.
She had to like known she was in her bag when she wrote this.
Yeah.
Like it came out of her and she was like, this is the one. Like people are gonna lose their shit over this. And they did.
It just flows.
For like the best reason. It's insane the way that it
It's
exists.
whole-
It's crazy.
the whole timeline of everything. I keep going back to like how much of this she did during the pandemic, and I obviously don't know like what her writing atmosphere or environment is like. Is she doing a lot of it by herself? I've seen videos of her working with other co-writers all the time in like a studio, bouncing ideas off of each other. But like when you are so isolated, like how does that affect the process? I remember 2 years ago when I went to the Audio Engineering Society convention, Jack Antonoff was the keynote speaker, and someone had asked him a question about like what the process was for building this album and Evermore during the pandemic. And like he was talking so much about when it got a little bit more like open, like people could kind of be around each other a little bit, they were still very cautious about everything. And like Jack would set up in a house in one bedroom and then would ring like Taylor a couple rooms down, and she'd be recording in another bedroom, and just like insane.
Bedroom
Yeah.
is the vibe for
Yeah.
sure.
And when I felt like I was an old cardigan under someone's bed, you put me on and said I was your favorite.
Crazy.
Woo!
So, that is the first song in what is referred to as the Folklore Love Triangle.
Oh,
Yes.
This is new.
Yes, there are 3 songs on this album: Cardigan, Betty, and August, that represent the characters in a story.
Right. This is like a whole. She made this story of
Yes, named Betty, James, and Augustine. So this song is sung by Betty in the love triangle. You'll learn more about it later.
Yo, I forgot that was the whole concept of this album.
I did not know.
It's not the whole album. It's just like a few select songs that are sprinkled throughout.
So sick.
Yeah.
All right.
Crazy.
Track number 3 is The Last Great American Dynasty. Quick thing, a lot of my friends in college, we did an album concert of this album, so that's why I know quite a few of these songs. And I'm gonna give a big old shout out to Jack Gatens, who sang this song. What a great time. Hi, Jack.
Hi, Jack. Sorry, so bad. You guys know what this song's about?
The Last Great American Dynasty.
That's about, yeah. You guys ever been to Watch Hill, Rhode Island?
Yes.
So Taylor Swift has a house on Watch Hill, Rhode Island.
Right.
And this is the story of that house.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Very cool.
Here we go. Freaking drum machine, man.
Yeah.
Her salt box house on the coast took her mind off St. Louis.
Oh.
Bill was the heir to the Standard Oil name and money. And the town said, how did a middle class divorce they do it? They picked out a home and called it Holiday House.
Is that the house?
That's the house.
Parties
Crazy.
were tasteful if a little loud. The doctor had told him to settle down. It must have been her fault his heart gave out.
I love those guitars.
Who knows if she never showed up, what could have been? There goes the maddest woman this town has ever seen. She had a marvelous time ruining everything. Flew in all her bitch pack friends from the city. Filled the pool.
So is this like about the people that lived there before her?
Yeah.
Like how the house.
Keep living.
Champagne and swam with the big names and blew through the money on the boys and the ballet. And losing on card game bets with Dolly. There goes the most shameless woman this town has ever seen. She had a marvelous time ruining everything. 50 years is a long time. Holiday house side, quietly on that beach. Free of women with madness, the men in bad habits. And then it was bought by me. Who knows if I never showed up, what could have been? I had a marvelous time ruining everything.
So it is about her.
At the end,
I
yeah.
had a marvelous time
Rebecca Harkness is the woman who lived there before her.
ruining
Okay, so
And then it,
everything.
How does she know
you know about the, when you buy a house like that, you know the history.
that? I love shit like that.
I had a marvelous time.
It's showing the parallels between.
yeah, I was gonna ask if Taylor was the like person ruining everything, or like moving there and being like, wow, like Taylor Swift just moved to our neighborhood, or like
Yeah, I mean, she moved there a while. I mean, she doesn't. She's got a lot of houses,
Right,
but
right.
she like bought that house quite a bit ago when she wasn't even like that huge yet. I mean, she was big, but like Ronnie, her grandparents grew up in Westerly. Or died. Sorry, they didn't grow up in Westerly, but they lived in Westerly for a long time. Her dad grew up there. And her grandma actually ran into Taylor Swift in like the grocery store.
Crazy.
So it was when Taylor Swift
Taylor shifted to the East Coast.
she at least moved
Bought a
there.
house in Rhode Island.
She at least moved there in the time that she was still buying her own groceries.
Okay.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Imagine like being the neighbor of that house. Like, oh, our new neighbor just moved in.
It's fucking Taylor Swift.
You're like,
Are you kidding me?
Something about the
she's just gonna
history.
sing and shit. Oh,
Something about the history of a building that like you have a connection to is always so interesting to me. I've looked up where we currently live, like old pictures like of our kitchen and our living room.
Yeah.
Before it looked the way that it
What'd you
does
find?
now. It's crazy. It's super cool just to see the history behind it. Google Street View 2008 or 2011 or something like that.
I
My
freaking
favorite
love
thing in the
that they
world.
do that.
I love it.
Anyway, great song.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
That's one of my favorites off the album.
That's really cool. I'd like never. Like, this is why like we're doing this one, so I can really like listen to the lyrics and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Sick. Track number 4 is Exile featuring Bon Iver.
Very excited about this. Bon Iver is
Have
one
you heard
of my
this before?
favorite albums. I don't think favorite albums. I don't think I've heard this.
You've not
Oh.
heard? Yes, you have.
Maybe, I might recognize it when I listen to it.
This is the one.
22 A Million.
No, this is
one of my
Exile.
favorite albums ever.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
That's
I'm
crazy.
I'm so sorry.
All right, here we go. Good catch, dude. Thanks for.
I've heard some of this.
I was gonna say.
I was in an acapella group that did this.
Maybe that's how I know it. Would not be surprised.
So tough.
I can see you standing, honey.
Was this your part?
With his arms around your body. And it took you 5 whole minutes to pack us up and leave me with it. Holding all this love out here
Never
in
heard
my
that
heart.
before.
I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. You're not my homeland anymore, so what am I defending?
It just
Dude,
Are you
I'm-
kidding me?
just
You're not my homeland anymore, so what am I defending now? You were
That was.
cut it off on the
don't
You know
know
when the
the
comments
song.
say
You and I were both just waiting
Yeah.
for like.
when all the comments say like, you guys always stop at the worst times.
That was the
'Cause
epitome
it was the
of the worst time.
I'm sorry. I've never listened to this before. I didn't know it would go down. I wanted to say that like the discrepancy between his falsetto and his lower bassy natural voice
Yeah.
is so cool, and the way that he's able to combine the two together, like I don't know another artist that can do that as well as
No.
he does. Like Justin Vernon, you're really good at music.
my town. Now I'm in exile, seeing you out.
That was impressive how you paused it right there.
I think I've
No,
seen this
sorry.
film.
False out of time.
He can sing me to
Dude, that
sleep.
sounds like Dan in the right ear.
I hear it.
Honored.
I can see you staring, honey.
He sounds so
Like it's
different.
just an understudy. Like you'd get your knuckles
This
bloody
falsetto
from
almost
me.
sounds like
Talented guy.
On breaking bridges, those eyes add insult to injury. I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending.
I like how she's almost matching his tone.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
usually she's much more,
Grimy.
yeah, like soprano-y, I guess.
grimy.
Just let it keep going.
Like, she's more like, I don't know, it's like, there's a difference between how she sounds here in Cardigan.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she's matching
Yeah.
the energy, and I like that a
I'm
lot.
not your problem.
And also just having him start instead of her. Like, it's a very
Yeah.
interesting
She's
stylistic
so like
choice.
famous for like not knowing how to do features.
Is that true? No, I like it, though.
I mean, if you
like it sets the tone of Bon Iver's like bassy voice, falsetto voice,
Yeah.
that discrepancy, and
Yeah.
then she comes in and it's like, oh, this is like a different sound than what
It's
we heard
it's
earlier.
one of those ones where like a Taylor Swift Bon Iver collab is already like insane. So it's like, oh, you're expecting him to come in like in the second verse, you're like, all right, here he comes. But when it's just right off the bat, Bon Iver, like Justin
Yeah.
Vernon's voice, you're like, oh shit, cool effect.
She has this thing where a lot of artists that she collaborates with, they are like they're featured, but they're basically just doing backing vocals,
Mhm.
and that's what I mean by that. Like Snow on the Beach with
I was
Lana
gonna
Del
say,
Rey.
like Snow on the
Yeah,
Beach.
that's one of those things where Lana like barely gets anything. You All Over Me with Maren Morris, Notorious.
1.5 thousand likes, and we'll do a collab with Taylor Swift. Let's do that over.
We will do Taylor. Yeah, we'll do a collaborator with.
There's
Hel-
definitely an artist named Taylor Swift out there, and we're gonna hit her up.
Hello,
and
Mrs.
make a
Swift.
banger.
It's really bad. But yeah, we'll do it. Okay. So.
Okay.
I'll seeing you out. I think I've seen this film before. So I'm leaving out the side door. You're not my homeland anymore. So what am I defending now?
So step right out. There is no amount of crying I can do for all this time. We always walked a very thin line. Born
I
inside.
gave so many times.
I'll never learn to read your mind.
Never learned to read my
Couldn't turn
mind.
things around.
Turn things
So now
around.
be the one
I
inside.
gave so many times.
That buildup was
Yeah.
Like,
crazy.
we were zoned in.
Yeah, it happens so like slowly, and it's so gradual, and it's gorgeous. Also, that's what a duet should be. Not like, oh, we're both singing the same lyrics. Like, okay, we're
Yeah.
telling two different sides of the story,
Uh-huh.
and it's so great. Even with the same lyrics, like it works.
Yeah.
His voice is like, I don't know if it's the production or if it's just his voice in and of itself. It sounds like a choir almost. It has so much passion and energy and like he has so much driving behind it, and that combined with the build up leading towards the end, like it's end of the movie type music.
Yeah.
Of, like it's leading towards something, and
Absolutely.
then credits roll and you have to wait until the second movie comes out to see what the fuck happened.
So
Like
excited
that-
for Wicked.
That that is what it reminds me of. Like it's so powerful and like really good. Probably my favorite song so far.
Let's go.
Obviously,
I'm sorry, I really like Justin Vernon.
it's fine. No, you're okay.
Track. Oh, sorry. Whoa.
Track
Sorry.
5. I know it's been a bit, but you guys remember that track 5s are important.
Oh, I had forgotten.
I had forgotten too.
My Tears Ricochet.
By Taylor Swift, Chapter 1.
Episode 1. Play the fucking song.
I was gonna say,
It's
were
just
you-
so
Were you
terrible.
gonna say something about
No,
it?
I was just
Oh.
making sure you guys remember that.
Sounds like it was recorded in the Insane Room.
Not giving any context to that.
We gather here, we line up, weeping in a sunlit room. And if I'm on fire, you'll be made of ashes too. Even on my worst day, did I deserve, babe, all the hell you gave me? 'Cause I loved you, I swear I loved you, till my dying day.
Getting a little British accent going on.
To throw some to make a diamond ring. You know I didn't want to have to haunt you, but what a ghostly scene. You wear the same jewels that I gave you as you bury me. And if I'm dead to you, why are you at the wake? Cursing my name, wishing I stayed. Look at how my tears ricochet. And I can go anywhere I want, just not home. And you can aim for my heart, go for blood, but you would still miss me in your bones. And I still talk to you when I'm screaming in the sky. And when you can't sleep at night, you hear my stolen
Oh.
name, wishing I stayed. You turned into your worst fears, and you're tossing out blame, drunk on this pain, crossing out the good years, and you're cursing my name, wishing I stayed. Look at how my tears ricochet.
Is homie mowing the lawn right now?
Any thoughts on context, backstory?
Gosh.
Any ideas?
I think she's someone is mowing the lawn right now.
Yeah.
I think she's, comparing the death of a relationship to the death of somebody in real life.
Zach?
Fuck.
Oh, so is that wrong? Because that's what I was gonna say too.
I don't know. It's very metaphorical. It's like, it's not like,
Bro.
but
But.
this line, when you can't sleep at night, you hear my stolen lullabies. Speculation says that it's about Scooter Braun stealing her music. And their relationship over time.
That makes a lot of sense.
That would be a track 5 type concept.
It would be.
I mean, in a way, it's like it is about her cutting ties with him.
Yeah.
And that is the death in this scenario. Yeah. And then he keeps thinking about all of the money that he could have made.
It's all about the money.
All about the money.
Yeah.
Crazy.
No, so you're right, but...
Okay, well, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Sonically beautiful, too. Like,
it is a gorgeous song.
Insanely lush.
There was a point, that's when I almost stopped it, but I was like, not gonna do it, gonna hold myself back.
Cool.
It sounded like it could have built to, like, a lot of instrumental, like, big energy, but it just shows this is such a different project. She, like, laid it back and let it, like, simmer a little bit.
She's like, wait, this is folklore. Track number 6 is Mirrorball.
I want you to know
The vocal technique, not vocal technique, you know what I mean, like how it's recorded.
Yeah.
This is such a different feel.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
It's very like early 2000s indie.
Yeah.
Beige. Very beige.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll show you every version of yourself tonight. Get you out on the floor, shimmering beautiful.
Not sure if it's like an actual analogy to it, but it almost sounds like she's singing through a mirror ball, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. I think this is going to be your favorite.
I already like it.
I'm gonna break it in a million pieces. Hush, when no one is around, my dear. You'll find me on my tallest tiptoes, spinning in my highest heels, love, shining just for you. I want you to know I'm a mirror ball. I can change everything about me to fit in. Hush, when no one is around, my dear. You'll find me on my tallest tiptoes,
Jeez.
spinning in my highest heels, love.
Sorry, that was like the most smooth decline of like sonic atmosphere. Like how did we just get
It
to
happens
like...
over like 4 bars into the chorus.
And the drums get higher throughout it. Earlier I was like, is that just like a what's it called? The curled drum with the cymbals on the end that you like bang in your hand?
Tambourine?
Tambourine, yes. I'm like, is that just a tambourine?
Yeah.
And then the other drums came in and I was like, whoa.
Damn.
Very cool.
That was awesome.
And just for you, hush, I know they said the end is near, and they called off the circus, burned the disco down, when they sent home the horses and the rodeo clowns. I'm still on that tightrope, I'm still trying everything to get you laughing at me, 'cause I'm a mirror boy. I'm a mirror ball. I'll show you every version of yourself tonight.
It almost sounds like, instrumentally at least, like a really, really poppy commercial version of shoegaze with just all of the different guitar textures in the background.
Very shoegaze.
Like, it's very... I love a reverb chorus guitar, and I feel like that's why you said I would like that a lot, because it's just a bunch of those layered on top of one another.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. It's a very, very cool tone.
Something about shoegaze is incredibly nostalgic, and it really plays into the idea of a mirror ball. It's like you're looking back through like this memory of something, and that's kind of how this whole track felt. It almost felt like this scene was playing back at you as a memory.
It's like kind of this like idea of, I mean, it's like the classic like disco ball metaphor that it's like broken glass made into something beautiful that people like love and enjoy, you know. I don't know where I'm going with this, but
No, that's sick.
It could also be tied to the background too, because it's like so many... What?
Sorry, I just realized it was released on my sister's birthday. birthday.
Oh, so it was August, not July.
Someone mowing the lawn.
Track number
Number
7 is 7.
Please picture me in the trees. I hit my peak at 7 feet in the swing over the creek. I was too scared to jump in. Sweet tea in the summer, cross your heart, won't tell no other. And though I can't recall your face, I still got love for you.
They love those strings.
Nothing is more exciting than a glidey string line
Yes.
for me.
Just a glidey anything for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys love your glides.
And I've been meaning to tell you, I think your house is haunted. Your dad is always mad, and that must be why. And I think you should come live with me, and we can be pirates. Then you won't have to cry. Oh, please picture me in the weeds before I
Is that an 808 clap?
Could be.
That
sounds like
Only on beat 4.
ferociously anytime I wanted. Sweet tea in the summer, cross my heart, won't tell no other.
That's the phrasing I was going to talk about earlier. Da 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 da. She loves using that in her
Yeah.
songs.
And
That's,
though I can't recall.
It's similar to True, there, spin the bottle.
Yep,
You
yep,
know how
yep,
to ball. I know Aristotle.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, yep.
Your face, I still got love for you. Pack your dolls in a sweater. We'll move to India forever.
Yeah.
Pretty song.
Really nice.
Was that about childhood friend?
No idea.
Track number 8 is August. Remember when we said we were gonna listen to August right when it hit August?
We did say that. I forgot about
It
that.
is September 9th.
Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Ronnie. All right, the second song in the love triangle.
August.
August.
Salt air and the rust on your door. I never needed anything more, or whispers of are you sure? Never have I ever before, but I can see us lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment in time,
You guys know this part?
'cause it was never
Yes.
mine. And I can see us twisted in bed sheets. August slipped away like a bottle of wine, 'cause you were never mine. Back at school, I remember thinking I had you, but I can see us lost in the memory. August slipped
Oh,
away into
love
a
the
moment
reverb.
in
That
time,
drum.
'cause it was never mine.
It's like perfectly compressed.
And I can see us twisted in bed sheets. August sipped away like a bottle of wine, 'cause you were never mine. Back when we were still changing for the better, wanting was enough. For me it was enough to live for the hope of it all. Cancel plans just in case you call and say meet me behind the mall. So much for summer love and saying us, 'cause you weren't mine to lose.
Talk your
You
shit.
weren't mine to lose. No. But I can see us lost in the memory. August slipped away into a moment in time, 'cause it was never mine. Remember when I pulled up and said get in the car, and then canceled my plans just in case
the release.
Never noticed that like octave guitar there.
The intentional like slide out.
Yeah, it's very. I've been. Is he still mowing the lawn? I'm really like fascinated by how fluid transitioning between like moments of the songs are.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like you can tell when the hook is happening and like when something else is happening, but just sonically,
It's never in
everything's-
your face.
Exactly. It's just the contour is so smooth,
Mm-hmm.
and I love that so much.
It's such a good sound for her.
It
She's, like,
really is.
This is not one of my favorite albums of hers, but it's just because I'm not like this isn't my style of music, you
Totally.
know, necessarily. But like it is, there's a lot of genius work that went in. Yeah, this is Dan's album, maybe even Evermore more so.
I haven't listened to Evermore at all.
Well, that's gonna change soon.
Soon.
That is the second song in the love triangle, told from the perspective of August. August's name is never specifically said. People call him August, and it's kind of an unnamed person in the story, but it's the other person that James is kind of seeing at this point in the love triangle, and obviously their relationship kind of ends, fizzles out. I don't know the logistics of this, so you can cut some of these parts out, but like basically James and Betty are kind of, and they're all children, by the way, should I mention. This is like teenagers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's
this
not
is
like
like
people in their 30s.
Yeah, no. It's like
We've been
teenagers.
watching Friends a lot recently, and I think that's
That's the
just
new thing.
changing my like perspective on things. So I was
Yeah.
picturing like a
Ross Rachel.
Ross, Rachel, Paolo.
Paolo, not Julie.
Paolo's
Paolo?
crazy.
Oh, but, yeah, Julie.
This is like a really great. I don't want to say parallel. Parallel is not the right word at all. But like combining Friends with this vibe feels like it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
for some
I mean,
reason.
this is like that era of her life, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good way of putting it. I think if you trapped Monica Geller in a room with a guitar and a DAW, she could make some
Yeah.
crazy folklore type shit.
Who is? Can we? Can we assign Friends characters to people in the Taylor Swift lore?
I can't remember any of them.
Rachel. Be Carly Kloss.
Thanks so much for watching.
That is the end of part 1. We'll be back very shortly for part 2, right, guys?
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm
We're
such
gonna
a-
do it
I'm
later
such
this
a
week.
hypocrite for saying that because I've definitely been the one being like, I'm too tired, guys. But
We're gonna do it later this week. I don't get home until 11 o'clock this week, so.
that's okay, buddy. Same with me.
Do you have another day off?
Nope.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you guys in a couple months, and thanks for coming back.
Yeah.
Hashtag TRUET is back.
Haven't we already made that one? We're back, everybody.
Hashtag TRUET season 3.
Season 3.
I like it.
I like that.
Hashtag TRUET season 3. Let's see it.
We're gonna do it. We're so back. We're so back.
So
Season 3 is always the best season, right, guys?
Thanks so much for
Thanks
watching.
so much for watching.
All right, rev up the audio editing software.
Can you